Hey guys, Doom here. So, TLDR, I'm getting a new PC, but I want to talk about my old one for a second here before I show the specs of what I'm actually getting. This is a iBuyPower rig that I bought about 5-ish years ago, maybe 6. It had an i9 10900X, which is a stock like 3.7 gigahertz processor that would boost up to 4.2, and I had it overclocked to like 4.8, 4.9 for a very long time, and then I tweaked it to like 5 gigahertz for a few cores, and then 4.7 for the rest recently with the Intel Extreme Tuning Utility, which is a software overclocking utility. I originally had a 2080 Ti in this card when I first got it, and then I can't remember if it was a 3080 or a 3090. I ended up selling it to my sister, and now I have a 4070 Ti Super. So that's the current setup. And people have noticed in some videos, like, "Hey, your your GPU isn't doing anything, or you're getting really bad frames, Doom." And well, yeah, it's because my processor's really old and it's really tired, and it really does not like the game. So the plan was, as I swing this out of the way, whoop, and the plan was to upgrade my rig. And because I'm only getting revenue from YouTube, essentially doing YouTube videos has paid for my new PC. So I can continue to make videos. I know it's a vicious cycle. What happened was there was a sale because I got my PCs. All my PCs I've gotten from iBuyPower. I'm not sponsored. I'm not affiliated. I just like getting my PCs from there because the first one was good. The second one was good. Um, and this will be the third one that I'm getting from them. Uh, I went with a really, 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 really good processor. I went with the AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D processor, which is a base 4.7 gigahertz processor that boosts to 5.2. And apparently, the X3D caches on those processors is really, really good for gaming. I went with a 360 millimeter Corsair cooler, so it's one of those big 3-fan coolers. The case in the picture is the type of case, it won't look exactly like this, is the type of case that I'll have. Now, definitely ignore the fact that it has a 3050 inside of it, because the 3050 is going to be swapped to my old rig. The 4070 Ti Super is going to be coming over to the new PC. So just ignore this ignore this whole 3050 thing. We're just gonna delete that. We're just gonna be like, can't erase it, I'm on the wrong layer. Nope. Just get rid of that. So 32 gigs of RAM, G Skill Trident. Went through all these parts with Ben from my Discord. Very helpful in helping me pick out some of the parts for a newer PC because I don't know everything perfectly. That's why I buy pre-builts. I usually know video cards, and that's about it. Helped me pick out a really nice motherboard and whatnot, and a 1,000 watt power supply, which should be adequate for what I have. 4070 Ti Super. If I go up to some of the newer stuff, then I might have a problem, but whatever. Really good Samsung NVMe SSD. I did not have an NVMe SSD before, so this is an upgrade to storage for me. I already had 2 terabytes. I run my whole YouTube channel off of 2 terabytes. Um, I can't really hold on to footage. I could get external storage, but I don't like to go edit old footage and videos and whatnot. So like having extra storage on the PC isn't really necessary because as I make my videos, they only sit in rotation of a folder for like a couple weeks before they get trashed because I don't need to hold on to them. I paid for Noctua paste, professional wiring, little stuff. So this PC, once it gets the 4070, Ti Super in there, will be whoops, that's the wrong button. Let's undo that. I got my paint program that I make thumbnails open right now, so I can be like, actually, we're just gonna take that, and we're just gonna, nope, wrong layer. Tool, we'll figure this out together. Tool, move selected pixels. There we go. We're just gonna do that. Boom. Perfect. Never could tell the difference. So now I will be less CPU locked in the game. So it should allow me to stay above 60 FPS more often. and allow me to have better performance for recording in general. It will be quite nice because the video card is already a pretty solid card. The 4070 Ti Super, I think, benchmarks like number 7 or something. It's really only superseded by like the 5000 series and the 4080 and the 4080 Super, I think, and the 4090. So I mean, it's like there's a handful of cards that are better than it, but it's still in the top 10. The problem was my old processor, my old tired processor here, the i9 10900X, which I was told is a server grade processor, I guess for some reason, was just not happy with the game. Now that being said, they do need to work on the performance of Helldivers, especially the spore burst bugs, which have been pretty bad uh even on systems where I've heard people have like 5.4, 5.5 gigahertz CPUs. They've had spikes down to 50. So it's still a bit of a struggle. Really hoping the best for Arrowhead to figure out some of the performance and technical debt in the game right now. And I'm going to try and brute force my way into getting some better performance. So this is something that is being built, in the process of being built. Um, I'll make a video once I actually get it so people know, hey, Doom's got new PC means new performance. Because I record my videos at 60 FPS, but I'm not getting 60 FPS most of the time, especially not on these new bugs. It has been a struggle. I've basically it's costing me everything to do this, and I only spent like this setup here without the 4070 Ti Super. Remind you, it's got a 3050 in it that I'm going to be immediately taking out. It's not even installed. It comes uninstalled, so I'm just going to take my 4070 Ti Super, install it in here, which takes like 2 seconds. It'll take like 2 seconds. It's got that vertical video mount. Should be easy peasy to just slap that in there. And then I'll have a pretty solid system. And I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked. I usually only buy PC like I usually do it every 5 years. And it's been about almost 6 now, I think. A little bit behind the curve. So stay tuned. It probably won't be till mid-March, but I'm ready. I'm totally ready. I probably won't even need to do much overclocking on this system. It'll probably be just good out of the box. I'm super stoked. I can't wait to try out the X3D cache stuff to see how well it is with games because I've seen nothing but amazing benchmarks. So let me know what you think about the setup in the comments, or if you have any comments about my existing rig. I'd love to know what you're thinking, what you have, how the game runs for you, what you actually would like, or if you think anything is really good or really bad within this build. Because I tried really hard with Ben, who was fairly tech savvy, to build this out. So see you guys later.